Riding a motorcycle is more than just twisting the throttle and leaning into turns. It's an art that takes years to master. The best riders don't just rely on speed, they use subtle techniques that enhance control, safety, and efficiency. These pro-level secrets, known only to the most experienced riders, can transform your riding skills. So in today's video, we take a look at some of these expert tips that will help you ride smoother, faster, and with greater confidence. Number 1. In traffic, drag your back brake for better balance. Navigating slow-moving traffic on a motorcycle is one of the toughest skills to master. Balancing a heavy bike while staying alert to surrounding vehicles and ensuring your handlebars fit between mirrors demands complete focus, strong situational awareness, and precise hand-eye coordination. While we can't help with all of that, there's a simple trick that can make weaving through traffic feel less like a balancing act: lightly dragging the rear brake. This technique smooths out power delivery, prepares you for sudden stops, and helps stabilize the bike. By subtly pushing the front end down as you accelerate and reducing the jerky transitions between throttle and brake, it improves lateral balance. This might be because it allows you to concentrate on side-to-side movements without the bike pitching forward and back, or maybe it's just the added smoothness. Either way, it minimizes wobbles and boosts confidence at walking speeds. To apply this, don't stomp the brake. Instead, lightly graze it with your toe, just enough to create a slight drag. The goal is to maintain a gentle resistance, preventing the bike from coasting if you pull in the clutch. Try it, you'll notice the difference. Number 2. Blip the throttle to make downshift smoother. When braking and downshifting, releasing the clutch too quickly can cause the engine to momentarily lag behind the rear wheel's speed, spiking the revs. If you downshift too aggressively, engine compression can lock the rear wheel, reducing traction and limiting how fast you can enter a corner. The fix? Rev matching. By briefly increasing engine speed to match the rear wheel before releasing the clutch, you eliminate sudden lurches and keep the ride smooth. It sounds simple, but mastering it takes practice. The key is timing and feel. When braking with 2 fingers, use the others to quickly blip the throttle after pulling in the clutch and downshifting. The goal is to spike the revs to where they'll naturally be in the lower gear. If done correctly, you can release the clutch smoothly, engaging the gears seamlessly. The challenge lies in maintaining steady brake pressure while blipping the throttle, judging the right amount of throttle input and estimating the correct rev range. With practice, you'll develop a natural rhythm. Once dialed in, rev matching makes every ride smoother, particularly when attacking corners at speed. So get out there and refine your technique. It'll transform your riding. Number 3. Trail brake for faster, safer cornering. Yes, you can and should brake in a corner. It's a skill that will make you both faster and safer. Here's why and how to do it properly. Using the front brake slows you down, of course, but it also compresses the front suspension and shifts weight onto the front tire. This expands the contact patch and increases grip, allowing for quicker steering and more confidence in pushing the front end. The result? Faster cornering speeds and better control. The best place to practice this is on a racetrack where there are no cars, visibility is good, and a mistake won't have life-threatening consequences. Start by braking slightly later into the corner, so you're still on the brakes as you initiate the turn. Each time, push the braking point a little further until you can smoothly transition from braking to throttle at the apex, no coasting in between. This technique not only shortens lap times by maximizing acceleration on straights, but also improves control mid-corner. Beyond speed, trail braking enhances safety. Since the front suspension is already compressed and the front tire's contact patch is maximized, you can make small mid-corner adjustments with the brake without unsettling the bike. This is especially useful on the street, where unexpected obstacles like gravel or debris can appear. Instead of panicking or making abrupt inputs, trail braking allows for smooth, controlled avoidance maneuvers. However, you need to manage available grip carefully. Braking and leaning both demand traction from the same limited resource. The more you lean, the less grip remains for braking, and vice versa. At maximum lean, you have minimal braking capacity, and at maximum braking, you have minimal ability to lean. Cross that threshold, and you'll find yourself sliding across the pavement, watching your bike tumble away. Mastering trail braking takes time and practice, but once you do it, it transforms your riding. You'll carry more speed through corners, improve your reaction time to hazards, and gain better overall control. It's a skill that separates the best riders from the rest, so start practicing and refine your technique. Number 4. Is this corner tightening or opening up? When navigating a blind corner, knowing when to accelerate can be tricky. A simple trick is to watch the horizon point where both sides of the road seem to meet. If that point stays the same distance from you, the corner maintains a constant radius. If it moves closer, the turn is tightening, so hold off on the throttle. If it moves away, the corner is opening up, signaling that it's safe to accelerate. It may seem like magic, but this technique is a reliable way to gauge the road ahead and adjust your speed smoothly and confidently. Number 5. Forget the clutch for upshifts. This might seem basic, but plenty of riders on the road don't know how to do it. Whether you're on a sport bike, cruiser, or an oversized adventure bike, this technique works and makes shifting smoother, quicker, and easier while reducing clutch wear. The process is simple. As you accelerate and approach the point where you want to shift up, slide your toe under the shift lever and apply light upward pressure. Then, quickly roll off the throttle slightly while maintaining pressure on the lever. You'll feel the next gear slip into place. Once it's done, roll the throttle back on. It does take a little practice to perfect, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be surprised at how naturally it comes. This method works best when accelerating, as shifting at a constant speed or while slowing down doesn't make much sense. Over time, you'll naturally time your shifts while building speed so you're already in the right gear when cruising. Some bikes shift more smoothly between first and second with the clutch due to neutral placement, but you'll figure out what works best for your bike. Mastering this technique will make your riding smoother and more efficient. Number 6. Steer left to go right. Counter-steering is one of the most misunderstood yet most commonly used riding techniques. If you ride a motorcycle or even a bicycle, you already do it, whether you realize it or not. It sounds counterintuitive, but it's actually really simple. Sit on your bike with both feet planted on the ground. Now turn the handlebars to the left. Notice which way the bike wants to fall? That's right, toward the right. By turning the front wheel, you create a pivot point, and the bike naturally leans in that direction. On the road, if you're successfully avoiding trees, cars, and curbs, you're already countersteering without thinking about it. However, consciously practicing it will improve your bike control and help you turn more efficiently at higher speeds. To practice, find a large empty parking lot, ride at about 25 miles per hour, and gently push the handlebar on the side you want to turn towards. You'll feel the bike lean and turn in that direction. Try applying a little more pressure next time to feel how the bike responds. Once you get comfortable, start using this technique on the road. If you prefer, you can practice first on a bicycle. It works the same way. Number 7. Save your balls, use your knees. You've probably heard that keeping weight off your hands improves control while riding. However, during hard braking, that's easier said than done. The key is to grip the tank firmly with your knees while keeping your upper body relaxed. This technique prevents excessive pressure on your wrists and helps maintain stability. Using Stomp Grip or a similar product can enhance your grip, making it easier to hold your position. An added benefit? No more crushed testicles. Mastering this approach will improve your comfort, control, and confidence, especially when braking aggressively or navigating high-speed stops. Number 8. Brake. The front brake is the most powerful component on your motorcycle, capable of slowing you down far more effectively than the engine. It's sharper and more responsive than even the most advanced braking systems in high-performance cars. No Porsche or Ferrari can flip itself over the front wheels with just a sudden press of the brake pedal, but a motorcycle can. This immense stopping power is why riders are often encouraged to start with smaller, lighter bikes. Mastering a motorcycle's brakes takes time and experience. To improve braking control, use only your index and middle fingers on the lever while keeping the rest wrapped around the throttle. When riding through traffic or situations that may require sudden braking, keep those 2 fingers resting on the lever. This is called covering the brake and helps you react more quickly and smoothly when needed. Proper braking isn't just about grabbing the lever, it's about managing weight transfer. To maximize the front tire's grip, begin braking gently to compress the suspension, allowing the tire to spread out and increase its contact with the road. Only after this initial load should you apply full braking force. Squeeze progressively harder until you reach the necessary level of deceleration. If the rear wheel begins lifting or the front tire starts to lose traction, you've reached the limit of available grip for those conditions. At that point, maintain steady pressure or ease off slightly to stay in control. Above all, smooth and controlled braking is essential. Grabbing the front brake suddenly can cause a loss of control, leading to a crash. With practice, you'll develop the finesse needed to use the front brake effectively, improving both safety and confidence on the road. And with that, we've come to the end of today's video. If you love this and would like to learn more about different kinds of bikes and how best to make use of them, do subscribe. Thank you, and see you next time.